Hey guys, today has been a day. We're gonna talk about that. Um, it's my birthday. So, um, we've decorated everything for the occasion. Um, I decided I'm throwing myself a party. Um, and we're gonna talk about all the art you guys have given me, which is a lot. Um, but yeah, today has been a little chaotic. Um, I'm safe. I'm okay. Um, I'm not hurt. I know I didn't post it on Twitter, but I posted it on Blue Sky that we had a little bit of a lockdown at work today. Um, and that there was a shooting downtown, which is like walking distance from work. Um, so a little freaked out. Um, but I'm okay. Everyone at work is okay. No one got hurt. They just had us get on lockdown so that no one would get hurt. Not the adventure I wanted for my birthday, but alas, here we are. Um, it happens. Um, yeah. So today was an adventure. It was my first day back to work. Thank you. Um, it was my first day back to work since I got hand surgery today. Um, and that was an adventure. Um, I I can do it, but my hand is very sore. For those who don't know, I'm custodial for the downtown retail campus. Um, so there's two buildings that we man. Um, it's a bar with a concert venue and the office building. Um, and yeah, um, I can do it, but my hand is very sore. There's only three of us, and there was technically only two today because some of my other coworkers on the other half of my team that is not housekeeping called out. So, one of my housekeeping team had to go help our boss, because he was by himself. Um, so yeah, it was two of us today, battling the salt, um, that comes with the snow. Um, the only thing I have discovered that is the problem is the place on my hand where they had to cut in to get to what they did in my wrist. That scar healed very hard. Like if you touch it, it feels like there's this little tiny rock under my skin. Um, and pressing against that hurts. So I have to keep it wrapped so that I have some kind of padding there. Um, so that my hand doesn't hurt a lot during the day while I'm trying to sweep and mop. But other than that, work was fine. Everyone was very excited to see me. Since they haven't seen me in a month and a half. So that was cool. Um, uh, I don't, I quite frankly don't know how the scar was supposed to heal. Um, I haven't had stitches since I was 4, and that's when I busted my head open. This was stitches for carpal tunnel release surgery, and I don't know how that was supposed to heal. But it healed. It healed like a tiny little rock underneath my skin, so it's very ouchy when I touch it. But yeah. Other than that, work was fine. Other than the see, and that's what I thought. I thought that eventually it would like not feel that way because it's only been a month and a half since surgery. So I'm assuming once I get back to really using my hand, yeah, that it'll go away. Because I haven't really been hardcore using my hand. But the reason we're all here today is so that I can nerd about your art. So we're gonna do that. Oh, see, no one told me these things. I can do that too. And I keep it wrapped at work so it's not pushing against it, because I picked up a chair today without the wrap on my hand, and it pressed against that scar, and it kind of went, ow! Oh, and it hurt. So I wrapped my hand, which immediately made my team lead go, oh my god, are you okay? And I had to have him push my hand. The art we're nerding about today is all of the art that I have been given over the years. It's my birthday, and I I have a lot of commissions, and I have a lot of gifts that people have given me over the years. So I've never done a stream nerding about all the art people have given me, so we're doing that today. So all of the art that's in my slideshow at the beginning of my stream and the end of my stream is what we're talking about, because obviously I'm going to put all you guys' art that you give me in the beginning and end of my stream so I can show it off, but I also should talk about it. Why not? Of course I should talk about it. Theo's the one who normally gets my incoherent squealing every time I get art, so you guys should be able to hear me instead of just text. That's what I've decided today. If we... Now, mind you, some of this art I commissioned, but you know what? We're still going to talk about it. So, if it puts things in perspective, hold... Computer, do what I tell you to. This is the folder that the slideshow lives in. So there's a lie. There's a lie. I didn't take a picture. I need to take a picture of it. You're right. It's just been chilling on my wall. My pronouns, I go by he, they. But you're right, you sent me that thing, and it's been chilling on my wall for forever, and I never thought to take a picture of it. Now my brain's going, I need to do the thing. I'll do it later. So this art folder is a mix between commissions, gifts, and art fight. And if you guys don't participate in art set fight, and I recommend you participate in art fight. I will start really talking about art fight later in the year. I try to do it before the month of art fight so that people have time to get it around, because the first few days of art fight, the website just kind of crashes and dies. So, that's why I encourage people. Art fight. Okay. Art fight takes place every year during July, and art fight is a competition. It's really like a gift giving thing. What art fight is it's that artists sign up for art fight, they get their profile, they put it's only for original characters. They put their original characters on their profiles, and then in July we get divided into teams. They'll tell us team themes later in the year, like last year. Yeah, kind of, yeah, competitive art trade. Because last year it was Stardust versus Seafoam, and they sort us into teams, and then you score points for your team by drawing the opposing team's characters. So, like, since Theo and I were on opposite teams last year, he could draw my characters for points, and I could draw his character for points. So that's Art Fight. Art Fight takes place in July of every year, but I try to get people to get their Art Fight profiles around in like April or May or June, because the first few days of Art Fight, that website just crashes and dies. It doesn't work at all for the first few days, like I'd say 4 or 5. It's really laggy or slow or just crashes and it doesn't work, and it'll 403 bad gateway you. So it's better to have stuff ahead of time set up so that you're not trying to upload your characters when the website wants to die. Now mind you, you can't start drawing before Art Fight starts. That's against the rules. But you can definitely get your profile up and ready to go so people can see your characters. But yeah, when Art Fight starts, it's just this perpetual loading screen. So I try to, that's what I mean. I want people to like put your OCs up and make your profile pretty before Art Fight starts. But you can't draw anybody else's characters for them and have it count or not break the rules if you do it before Art Fight starts. You can't start drawing till July. But you can bookmark characters. You can bookmark people's profiles before July as a like reminder of a character you wanted to draw, but not before that. But yeah, some of this is stuff I've commissioned. Some of this is from Art Fight from last year, and some of this hello, thank you. Some of this is also just gifts I've been given. I've had you guys just give me gifts of drawing my characters, and I don't know how to say thank you for that. It means so much to me that you guys are drawing my babies. It's this weird sensation of like my OC exists outside of my own head. And other people are drawing them and enjoying them. So yeah, I have to say thank you. You're gonna notice there's a few artists in here that double or triple because I commission them a lot. I haven't had money to commission people in recent days because since I was off for surgery, I was on unpaid leave. But I'm working again, and short-term disability got approved today, so happy birthday, I guess. So I should have money to be able to commission people again because I like supporting the art community. So we do that. And these are also like from both Twitter and Blue Sky. I've got people on Twitter give me presents, and I've also had a lot of people on Blue Sky give me presents. But I'm using the ones that I made for the slideshow because I made sure there's credit on all of them. So like, start here, go where I told you to. I need this over here and that over there. See? Credit. At the top, there's credit at the top for who drew this. This was a commission. This is my friend Jay drew this. I absolutely love Jay's art. Jay's art is always so very soft and pretty and sparkly. You're going to see a lot of Jay's art because I have commissioned Jay to do quite a few of my OCs. This is Theo's favorite, as you can tell. This is Amon Koito. You guys see Symphonia and Sealude 24/7, but now you get to see more of them because I have more OCs than just them. And yeah, this is from my friend Jay. And they did 2 pieces for me when I commissioned them for these, and I love Jay's art so much. It's always been so soft and so pretty, and it's clean, and just the way Jay paints, it's so pretty. I absolutely love Jay's art. It's absolutely gorgeous. Um, the next one I have words about this one. I go to this artist. I've gone to her more times than I care to admit. I've commissioned her 4 times now, I think. Her commissions aren't open, so I can't go back, but I will. As soon as they're open, I'll be back. Again, it's more art for Amon Koito and Valo. Absolutely nailed them. Absolutely slammed them out of the park. I love how she draws expression, and I love how she draws faces, and she's always been so good about getting the itty bitty tiny details about my characters. It'll be a tiny thing. You're good. You're good. It's a tiny little thing with my characters, but I've only had to ask her to do the one alteration once in my commissions, and I've never had to say it again. She remembers every time, and she does it on all my characters. And it's this thing I can't get over. She does their eyes correctly, because the Mystericans have cat slit pupils. They don't have round. They're long and tall. And the way she does their eyes is just immaculate to me. I love the way she colors. I love the way she draws expression. I love the way she does their horns. I never ask her to do like full scene, and I never ask her to go like hardcore on it, but she does every time. She spoils me, I swear to God. She spoils me, and I can't get over it. This one of my OC Kuka, this came from Art Fight, and I was very excited about this one because the text bubble, "You see my prints, you must do gentle strokes with your paint to paint your masterpiece." That means they took the time to read the profile, because I put a big giant like biography profile on Art Fight. I don't just slam my characters up there and let you know nothing about them. They have like full blown bios, and they had to actually take the time and sit there and read everything. So that meant a lot to me that they went through and read everything too. And I'm always excited to get art of Kuka because I just absolutely adore that man. This was my Secret Santa present this year, and I have it on my wall. Aslan was kind enough to mail it to me because I told them that it was absolutely gorgeous, and I thanked them for it and how beautiful it was, and then I said I wanted to hang it on my wall because since it's obviously traditional art, I wanted to hang it on my wall, and they were like, if you're cool with that, I'd actually mail it to you. So it now lives on my wall above my computer desk, and I get to look at this beautiful thing every day. It's also colored pencil work, and for as gorgeous as their photography is of this piece, it hits different in person. Their colored pencil work blows my mind. I also very vividly do not remember submitting Cielu for Secret Santa. I only submitted Symphonia, as far as I'm aware. And they still went out of their way to make sure it was the husband's. So I was ecstatic to get this for Christmas. Okay, we're back to Jay's work because, like I said, I commissioned Jay a lot. This is the king of Mysterica. This is the king of their world. I'm consistently talking about how Symphonia is the king's little brother. This is Big Brother. This is Elrinko. And I love this man to death. I love how Jay. You're good. I love how Jay drew him Um, and that Jay did draw him very, like, speaking to his people. Um, I also love that Jay asked me for the font that I write their names in on their profiles, because that's the Mysterican alphabet and I made that alphabet. That's my handwriting. I created the Mysterican alphabet. And then I turned it into a font. And Jay asked me for it to incorporate it into the commission, and it just made me so happy. Um, I Jay always draws the Mystericans so sparkly too. Like, absolutely goes for it with the crystal horns and the sparkles. Um, and I live for it. I live for it. It's just gorgeous. And then this was Jay, and it was in the same commission lot, because I had commissioned Orinko and I had commissioned his wife Ku, but this was included in that lot for things I did not ask for, because Jay will throw things in all the time of like little extra things that I'm not asking for but still getting. So I got a sketch for Orinko and Ku, and I love them. I always get so excited when Jay adds the extra things that I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that, but thank you anyways. I appreciate you. It just, I don't know. It's this happy little special bubble that makes me so happy. This is Orinko again. Moronezu on both Twitter and Blue Sky drew this for me. There is a matching commission we'll get to. They did of Ku. They drew Ku for me during Art Fight, and then I knew I needed hubby to match, because I can't have the queen without the king, or vice versa. They have to be together. More context to that, Orinko and Ku's names mean sun and moon, so I can't have them separate. The sun needs the moon, and the moon needs the sun, obviously. I love the way they draw eyes. And I love the way they draw expression. Like, and their hair's always so fluffy. Oh, I love it. This was also given to me for Art Fight. This is Lord Bahamut. This is one of the gods. And, I did not give Bahamut an easy design. Hey, thank you. I did not give Bahamut an easy design, but yet they, decided to tackle it anyways. Because Art Fight is always a big surprise, so you just kind of get, you got an attack, and I have to go check to see what it is. And I got very excited to see Bahamut even got tackled, because I did not give him an easy design, but yet they nailed it. So, that was exciting. And I absolutely, like, I love it. They did such a good job. This. Gotta talk about. Hey, how are you? We get to talk about the Bead King again. So, I had commissioned Woody to, do the husbands for me, because he kept telling me he could make anything out of beads, so I was like, let's do it. And, like, hold on, for a point of reference here, where is that stupid picture? There it is. For a point of reference here, I gave him this, and he gave me this. He made that for me. I'm good. It's been an adventurous birthday, but I'm good. So he reproduced that for me out of perler beads, and I can't begin to tell you how big this thing is. It's huge. It's like, I think it's 20, almost 24 inches tall, and it's like 19 wide because of Sealu's tails. And oh my god, it's so cool. Like, to see that my art reproduced like that, it's so cool. And he nailed the colors, but in perler beads. Like, the Bead King himself, I swear to God. Like, seriously though, I know I push it all the time that this man is the best at what he does, but if you do need perler bead art, or you're interested in that, he's your guy. He's absolutely your guy. And like I said, I didn't have money because I was on unpaid leave thanks to surgery, but once I do have money again, I'm probably going to be bugging this man again for something new in perler beads. I haven't decided what yet, though. I've already did the husband, so I'm kind of considering someone else. You can ask them. I don't know if they do international work, but the worst that's gonna happen is you get told no. Like, you could ask him. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. His screen name is Woody Beads on Blue Sky or Twitter, and he has an Etsy shop under the same name, and he even has a Twitch account under the same name. So you can find him easily. He's on my suggested channels list if you scroll to the bottom of my Twitch. So he's easily found. But yeah, no, this thing's one of the coolest things I've ever commissioned. I absolutely adore it. It's one of the coolest things I've ever commissioned. This was the first attack I got last year during our fight, and they'd said the same thing, that they couldn't separate the king and the queen. They had to be together. And you're right, you can't. And I was so excited. That's the cool thing about Art Fight. You never know what you're gonna get, and people just kind of surprise you with your characters, and that means they thought your characters were cool enough to just draw, and I got really excited. And like, the sky is so cool, and they drew them so pretty, and Ku is so pretty, and it's so sweet. I absolutely love what they did. I love going through everything again too, and looking at it, and just like, they thought my characters were cool enough to draw, so like, that's awesome. Okay, we've talked about this one, but we're gonna do it again. Again, this was a commission. I commissioned Drink to draw this for me. I love Drink's art style, and I love the thick, clean line art. I'm just a weak person for thick, clean line art, and I really thought they would look cute in Drink's style. And I needed to see them in Drink style. I watched Drink do this on their Twitch. Drink Your Vegetable. They're also on my suggested channels list. You can scroll to the bottom of my Twitch page and find Drink. Check Drink out. And like, the little tiny details in this. I also love how even the background is orange and blue, because like, we consistently call them the compliment color government assigned besties. And like, there's so many, like, that's the thing, you can't see from zoomed out, like, the details that got put in just Sealu's earrings, and like the texture that got put into their mist, and like, you can still see Symphonia's necklace. You can still see that this was on a chain. Both the necklaces are there. Like, I watched Drink do all the detailing in the horns by hand. Like, it came out so pretty. So pretty. Like, there, you can't even see that those little itty bitty details that no detail that I put on that reference sheet got missed. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Drink did a fantastic job. I could talk about Theo again. Okay, so Um, Bestie drew this. Theo drew this. This was for Art Fight. The way Art Fight works is if you draw for someone, they have the option to draw your characters as what's considered revenge. So this was a revenge piece for something I'd drawn for Theo. These are my characters, Sedan and Vorovesi. They're both the dance teachers for the princes. And the thing about this, though, that still just boggles the brain is Theo chose these two characters to draw for me when Theo can't see yellow. So, I can't begin on. Yeah, Theo can't see the color yellow, but picked Vorovesi. And I was like, Bestie, I love you, but why did you do that to yourself? But it still came out this good and this fantastic, and he only had to ask me for help with the palette like once. And that's just because he needed to know which color was which color. So like, it's still so good, and it's the girls, and I love them, and like, yes, absolutely wonderful work. I got, yes, I love getting stuff of my characters because I love all of them so much, but it like, you get to see the variety of the characters that have been drawn, and I'm always so excited when people are like, I think your characters are cool, I'm gonna draw them. And it's the girls, and I love the girls. I do love my ladies too. I know I talk about the husbands a lot, but I do love my ladies too. This piece, oh my god, this was worth the wait. This took a hot second to get back, but it was absolutely worth it. And I watched Hoshi speed paint this, and I think they still have it on their YouTube, the speed paint they did for this. And it's just mesmerizing to watch them paint. And I love some details that got put into this that they didn't realize they were doing it, but they did. And see, this is where like I lost my little mind, and then once I told them they did this, they're like, that's cool, I didn't mean to do that, but that's cool. All of this purple highlighting that's all up in reflection in Silu's hair is the exact purple tone of his twin sister. So I was like, oh my god, I love it. And I got very excited. Hoshi also drew Symphonia illegally pretty. I also love, like, how flowy and, like, thick Hoshi draws their hair. And, like, I love their painting, like, they're really, like, painterly, textured. Like, I love this style of coloring. Like, it's not my style, and I don't know if I could ever do it, but it's still just gorgeous. This just, it's magnificent. I love this picture. And they too got all of like the itty bitty details and the itty bitty the chains and the itty bitty details on the buttons, and I love all of the like textured highlighting. And this was my phone wallpaper for a hot second, not gonna lie to you. I love this picture. Okay, so this picture. Alright. This is another one of the commissions that I got. And, this picture, it exists in, my bag for work. So I have an Ida bag that I carry back and forth from here to work, and I decided instead of sticking pins in it, that I was just gonna print this picture. Hey! Thank you! I decided I was just gonna print this picture, and I was gonna stick it in the slot of my Ida bag. No, this is a commission, and this is just how she did it for me, and it took over my whole life. Because I still to this day can't get over how fluffy she draws Symphonia's hair. I mean, yeah, I would rock it out as a mouse pad, but it wasn't meant to be that. I can't get over how fluffy she draws Symphonia's hair. Again, too, like the way she does their eyes, I'm dead. Like, oh my god, they're so pretty. Um, and same thing too with the way she does their horns. Like, ugh, I can't. They're so pretty. And she draws Symphonia so fluffy. I love it. I love it. And okay, cool. This one too. I have to find the other one. This is another one of those that she went above and beyond for me in the aspect of I didn't ask you to do that, but she did it anyway. She gave me this absolute gorgeous, beautiful piece of art because the other one and then this one were both the sketches she gave me to pick between, and then I told her I couldn't and I wanted both. So I just paid her for both. But this one, she did this nighttime scene for it, but she also did it in day. So she gave me two sets of color for this one. I didn't ask her to do that, but she did it anyways, and I'm still eternally grateful. But yeah, like I said, she spoils me, and I can't. She draws their hair so fluffy. I absolutely love it. And just she draws them so soft. Her art style is so soft and so painty, and I love it. I love it so much. Um, okay, I just got this one. Kerr gave me this for winning a raffle. I won the Christmas raffle for, Blue Sky. And I throw Symphonia at everyone, so I decided to switch it up a little bit and throw Valo. And I was ecstatic to get more art of my favorite Orange History Man. I love the bows going up his horns. I love the detail in remembering the break, because Valo's one of my few that have a busted horn. Like, the color scheme got kept. I love the blanket is in the color scheme of his coat. The earring from Paulo is there. I gave them a little bit of a blurb of who Paulo is as a character, and I brought up the whole being bookish and loving to read thing, so I got that, and just fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's my history, man. I'm so excited. Again, we're back, but this one was Art Fight. I this one she did for me for Art Fight because I drew some of her characters, and she drew Kuka for me. I'm always excited on Art Fight because I never know who people are gonna pick because I have half a zillion OCs up, and I have even more to put up this year. So I have like half a zillion OCs up, and I never know who people are gonna pick to like draw. So I always get so excited to see who people are gonna pick. And Kuka was pretty popular last year. I was excited, which Kuka being popular during Art Fight is my own personal giggle because he's the art teacher. So, all my artists are picking the artist. And she always draws them so soft. And even with Kuka, she did his eyes so pretty. Kuka's also a character I haven't personally drawn much just because I haven't got to it yet. I do have a project with Kuka I'm working on right now that I feel needs to be done. It'll go up on Blue Sky when I'm done with it. Okay, we're back to Jay. This is the other half of the Orenco commission because I needed Ku because I needed his wife. And I am just eternally deceased from how Jay drew Ku so pretty. And like this Art Fight accounts allow you to host 100 OCs. So yeah, you can have up to 100 OCs on Art Fight. go crazy. I think I have like 18 or 20 up on mine, and I need to put up the rest of them that got created post art fight. So there's more I need to put up. Um, I'll probably have close to 30. When art fight rolls around this year, I'll probably have close to 30. Um, there's a lot. Um, yeah, the way Jay draws Ku, I am perpetually dead from. Um, Jay drew Ku so shiny and so pretty, and this galaxy in the dress effect, I absolutely, I've loved it ever since I saw it. Um, Again, too, I love Jay asked for the text so like Jay could put their names in and make it. Just it. Jay's art is so pretty, soft and pretty, and I just shiny, and I just love Jay's art. Um, this was again cool, but this was for Art Fight. Aqua Productions is that, but also that name on Twitter. They drew Ku for me, and this was a surprise attack. So I did not see this coming. I just checked my phone to see if I got attacked, and I was like, "Who's this person? I don't know." And then got very excited that they drew my queen. Ku and Kuko were very popular for Art Fight last year. I'm excited to see who is popular this coming Art Fight. And just my queen, she's so pretty. Their art style is so cute too. Like, I don't. Their art style is very unique, and I just like it. I like the way they did her horns too. They just made her so pretty. Um, Here we go. This is the match to the Arinko one. Mononezu drew this one for me for Art Fight. And they drew her so fluffy, but they again her eyes. I love the way they do eyes. I love the way they do hair. I love their art style. It's so very unique, but it's just I just like it. This piece was done as revenge because I had attacked one of their characters first. Because again, I just really liked their art style and I really liked the way they did eyes, so I wanted to draw one of their characters. And then they came and did revenge attack and gave me Ku, and she's absolutely gorgeous. This is again Jay giving me things I didn't ask for. This was part of Orinko and Ku's commission. I also got this one. This is Pilvi, their youngest son. She calls her baby her snow cloud. And Pilvi is the muse that I write the most. So I got very excited because this means you had to read my lore in order to get that, because I did not tell Jay that. So I was very excited to see my lore also incorporated, and even the way Jay does their lines are just, it's so soft and so pretty. Even their line work is just gorgeous. This one I got like yesterday. And this is the first picture I've had anybody do Symphonia with his violin, and I made a very high-pitched noise when I saw it. I'd had a long day yesterday, and then I came home to a whole bunch of art and got very excited. They drew him so happy and so fluffy, and he's so cute. And, God, I love my Music Man. And I like the really thick line art. I really, really like the thick line art. And like there's so much motion happening. Like you can tell he's playing the sea, and they didn't even forget his rings. So I was like very excited. And this picture's adorable, and I was just it's so good. This was done as part of my Draw This in Your Style I had posted a picture of Cielu and Symphonia and basically said you just have to do these two. It doesn't necessarily need to be these poses. And where's the picture that I gave as the base of draw from this? There they are. This is what I gave people to work with, was the boys. And this is what I got back. This is all pen too, by the way, so that just extra blows my mind. I really love the way they drew their faces. And I really love the way they drew their hair. I also love that paying attention to personality quirks that I absolutely love their work. But I love paying attention to personality quirks that Cielu does have the tiny upturned smile, and Symphonia has the tiny downturned frown, because we definitely have the sunshine and the grumpy. That's kind of part of their theme. And just beautiful. Absolutely just fantastic work. And it's the thing too, it's traditional work, so I'm extra just like, their traditional work makes me want to do my traditional work. It's been a hot minute too. Just their work is fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. This was also done as a draw this in your style. This was the other entry I got. And I can't get over how cute they are. I can't get over how just adorable they are. Again, this was paying attention to details, because I did write out a giant blurb of being like, here's their personalities. And I did mention that both of the husbands are always down for a good nap. They're always down for snuggle time. So this is very in character for them. I also love their hair being down. I draw it up in ponytails all the time, but I love it when their hair is down, because they both have such long, pretty hair. And just, it's so pretty. I love the way their horns are done. I love Symphonia's eyes. I love the soft look on Cielu's face. I love that all of the details in their vests are there. All of their jewelry is there. I love the little hair quirk of Symphonia, that's that stupid curl in his hair, is there. But say, you've also been sitting in on my streams getting the lore, so you also know a lot of lore now too, though. This just came out so pretty. So pretty. I absolutely love it. We're back to Jay's work. So, I had to commission for Cielu when I first designed him. This was a present for Theo. Because Cielu is Theo's muse. And we needed him with his cello. So Jay turned around and hit me with this, and Cielu is illegally pretty. So soft, so fluffy, illegally pretty. Again, I just love Jay's work. It's so soft. Again, more things Jay gave me that I didn't ask for. So, Cielu teaches the youngest prince. And I got Tiny Baby being taught how to play the piano. And again, it's adorable, and I was very excited. Once again, things I didn't ask Jay to do, but did anyways. And I'm always honored when I get that little bit of extra stuff. Again, and then I designed Symphonia, and the boys' relationship happened, so of course I had to go back for the husbands. I love the husbands being soft. And of course Jay hit every ounce of their jewelry. Because their jewelry is all important. It's not just them wearing jewelry, it all has a meaning. So just this is the one I can't get over of the boys, because this is absolutely in character. 100% on the nose for these two. And I can't get over how fluffy and thick Jay draws Symphonia's hair. Because that man has so much hair. it's so cute. And then of course I had to get matching Symphonia pictures to match Silu because the husbands must matchy matchy. Um, so I have Symphonia with his violin to match Silu with his cello. And I love Jay. Jay listened when I expressed that while he is a performer, Symphonia is a very shy man, nicknamed Shyphonia. So I love that the shyness is showing through in his face, and that just made me so happy. I also love that Jay remembered to do all of the detailing I put in that man's tail. It's so good. This was a present for me on Blue Sky of Symphonia, and I love that they did his glasses, and they actually did his shirt as a 3/4 sleeve. His sleeves are not rolled; they're a 3/4 sleeve. And they got every single detail. It's all done in pencil. I love the way they drew his face. They drew him so soft. They drew his hair so fluffy. They remembered the little curl in his hair. It's I'm always so excited to just get stuff of my characters because it's you guys think my characters are cool enough to draw. This was the first time I ever went to her for a commission of any of my characters. She was doing discounted commissions for donations to Gaza, and I threw money at her to draw my boy because obviously that's a good cause and I want to do for that. But this is Symphonia. She always draws him so fluffy, and she just. I really want to see this one colored. I haven't bugged her to see if I could get her to color it for me. She got that little bit of grump in his face. It's beautiful. The sass in his whole pose. That's absolutely him. This I won a raffle on Blue Sky, and Note drew this for me. Was very excited to draw my boy. I love how she did the mist, and I love how she did the mist seeping out of his hand. I love how she did his hair. I love how she got the little curl in his hair. She even went so hardcore that she actually put the Mysterican Kingdom crest on his binding gem. And sometimes I'm too lazy to remember that. But it's on the reference, so she did it. She also put hearts in his eyes. So that means he's obviously only looking at one person. His husband, obviously. He doesn't look at anybody else like that. She did such a good job with him, and I am ecstatic to have received this from her. It's always, like I said, it's you guys draw my characters, and it's such an honor. So obviously I'm going to show your work off. Obviously. Again, more work from, and you drew this for me when we were still on the Bird app. And this was the first one you did of my boys, and I love how you did his horns. I love it when people actually nail his hair being so orange, and like how fluffy his hair is, and the curl in his hair, and like his hair is so orange like it should be. His first name is literally Citrine. Like, that's the yes, it's beautiful. It's his color scheme. It's beautiful. I like the plain color behind it. Just makes him pop all the more. It's you even got all the little extra layered hairs up by his horns, and beautiful. It's beautiful. It came out beautiful. This was done by the same person that drew Bahamut for Art Fight. They did this for me as a gift on Twitter, and This one I grin about because one, they have him reading Music of the Heart, and I grinned because all the pictures they decided to put up are my art, but the people they chose are his family. They chose his nephew, his brother, and his husband. So I appreciated that little tidbit attention to detail that the people you picked to use for pictures in the background, you picked some of his most important people. And I love it. I love the horns. I love the way they did his hair. I love how bright orange they got his eyes. It came out so pretty. All right, gotta talk about this one. Will I commissioned Will for this, and Will was super receptive to feedback, an absolute dream to work with, super super nice. Listened to every time I had a baby nitpick, listened to every time I gave lore and reasons why certain things needed to be there. Made me extremely happy about Shyphonia showing his face. I absolutely adore when Symphonia gets drawn shy, because that man is shy. But between the two of them, Silu is much more likely to just pick up his husband and walk away. And they got all of the crazy detailing on the back of Symphonia's vest. I did not go easy when I designed Symphonia's vest. Like, look at this nonsense. When I designed Symphonia's vest, I did not go easy on this. And, they got every crazy detail I put into the back of that man's vest, slammed that. They got every crazy detail I put in Silu's vest, did all the crazy details I put in the tails on Silu's vest. And I can't get over the look on Silu's face, because that is so him. Dead on. And just, I love the way they were drawn. I love the way they were drawn, absolutely. This one's special, 'cause this one was drawn by my friend Gray. And Gray knows my muses differently because he writes with them. He's from Tumblr, and you can't hide, I see you. I see you. I just got done showering you with compliments. Besides, I already knew you were here because you followed me, and I can see that too. Hello. Yeah, Gray writes with me and Theo, so he knows them differently. He's sat there and read all our lore, and he's sat there and read their threads and introductions and the boys interacting with each other, and Gray has sat there and just read almost all of it, and then proceeded to decide to surprise me and Theo with fan art, after reading for the boys. And Gray did such a good job. He did such a good job. He got Silu's earring, he's got the mist, and he's got how fluffy their hair is, that stupid little curl I put in Symphonia's hair. Made sure that orange was orange and blue was blue. I love the way he did their horns. They're so soft and so cute. And, like, I'm still, I'm still, right, in the little tiny heart in their mist. I'm still forever screaming inside about how excited I am about this one. So it had to go in the list. Um, this was done for Art Fight last year. This was not a character I was expecting to see. Um, but Suxu still got drawn nonetheless, and I she I have a weird relationship with Suxu as a character because she's such a terrible person. Um, she is one of my like really nasty muses. Um, she is blackmailing Symphonia, um, and has him trapped in an abusive relationship, um, in which she is proceeding to manipulate him, and she's really possessive of him when he wants nothing to do with her. So she's a terrible person. But I got told that the color palette was to die for, and they had to draw her because of the color palette, and just like I wrote out her bio and I wrote out that she was a nasty person, but still this was the one that they chose to draw. So I still got very excited because God, she's so horrible. But they did it so well, and they they got all the weird quirks I put in that woman's hair. And they still drew her so fluffy. I was just not a character I was expecting, but still got. Um, this was my newest commission. Um, this was done way faster than I was expecting. Um, again, Symphonia's hair is so orange as it should be. Receptive to my request of a tangerine and light purple sweater. I love how sappy and adorable, and I love how bright orange Symphonia's eyes are. Um, I love their hair. I love their horns. I love how intense the colors are. I'm a big fan of bright, vibrant colors, and they are definitely bright, vibrant colors. Just the husbands being sappy dorks, I'm always weak for it. Yes, please. Back to Jay's work. After I commissioned Jay for Amon Koito, the ones that we started with, I had to commission for Valo because Valo is Amon Koito's queer platonic partner / best friend. So of course I have to have the besties. I can't just have one. I gotta have the other. So I got Valo, History Man, Orange Edition. I love how, again, that attention to detail that one of Valo's horns is broken. I love how soft Jay draws Valo. But Jay also draws everybody really soft, but still making them look adult, if that makes sense. Like, they don't look kid, even though they still look soft in the face. And, come on, give me the other one. I have 2 of Valo. What are you doing? And they did Valo so well. I absolutely love it. I didn't do both of them. Whatever, I have it. Where's the other one? There you are. And then, because I couldn't decide between the 2, so I had to have both. They captured his personality so well in just a still image. But again, Jay writes with me, so Jay knows their personalities a little different. And I don't have a lot of reference drawn of Valo. I didn't at the time when I asked for this. I had almost nothing. And they still got all of the little details from earrings to necklaces to rings. Valo has the most jewelry of all my characters. And then again, attention to detail that his horn is broken, because that's also important to his character. I love how they draw his eyes. Valo's so soft, but Valo's that guy that's like super soft when you look at him, but he can wreck your life. He can and will wreck your life. So yeah, God, I love how they draw Valo. But that is the slideshow. of all the art you guys have drawn for me, and I can't begin to thank you guys for the art that you've drawn for me over it's been a couple years. And I appreciate all of it immensely. Um, I will probably start popping around to commission people again once I have money. Like I said, I've been on unpaid leave, so I haven't had money to commission people as much as I like. Um, and but that should be changing because short-term disability finally got approved today. And I've been back to work today. Um, and I know some of you saw me putting the post up about there being a shooting downtown. Don't worry, I'm safe, I'm fine. Everyone at work is safe and fine. Um, so there. Today was an adventure, but it turned out okay. But yeah. So we're gonna start doing streams around this time now. Because I'm back to work. So I will probably be streaming again to Saturday. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm streaming on Saturday, and it'll be at 3 p.m. Eastern. Again, and I'll probably be working on a my newest doodle currently. As you can tell, I have Teeny Phonia, Baby Rinko, and Tulta. Tulta is one of Theo's. I don't remember what I scheduled for. Oh, there it is. Saturday. Saturday we're working on a drawing, talking about lore and chit chatting, and then Sunday we're doodling and I'm talking about color because I previously put a post up on Blue Sky asking you guys if you wanted me to explain and yak about color. And I put up a color wheel asking if you guys wanted me to explain and yak about color because color happens to be my special interest when it comes to art. So Sunday I will be sitting in an open forum for questions. So if you guys have any questions about color or anything like that, pop in on Sunday and ask me your questions. We're going to still be going at 3. But other than that, I appreciate all you guys popping in and hanging out with me. I appreciate all the birthday wishes. My God, you guys hit me with birthday wishes. This has been one of my better birthdays I've had in a long time. So I really do want to say thank you for that. So I love you, bestie. I will see you guys on Saturday. So thank you for popping in.